Forever Hold Your Peace is another interesting and enjoyable quest of the Thieves Guild, with multiple options to complete each individual task.
Need to marry him to bind the futures of Tanith and Abaz Landing. How romantic. Our old guildmaster is behind all this. Zira wants Nicholas to pay for his betrayal. Find Zira in the den, and hurry. The wedding is very soon. My theory? Nicholas gives Kosh the stolen dowry. Kosh returns it to Chief Inspector Ron Beek. With the dowry recovered, the Iron Wheel departs. This gives Kosh great influence with the merchant lords, the same ones who buy from all the pirates raiding Tanith. Kosh becomes her puppet. He keeps the Abaz Landing merchant lords in line. This removes a threat to Tanith, which elevates her among her peers. Better yet, she gets to marry and keep her own dowry. She gains money and influence. How about that? I read. Hammerfell politics are fascinating. You ask me, nobles are thieves who pick the pockets of nations.
Psst, you. Over here.
There you are. You heard about the wedding? This is our chance to repay Nicholas for selling out the Thieves Guild. Nicholas must have planned all this, stealing the dowry, using it as leverage on Flora. Now she's bound to marry Kosh, his puppet. So we're going to crash the wedding. If Magnifica Flora learns exactly who she's about to marry, she'll turn the Iron Wheel on Kosh. And if we threaten Kosh's future, Nicholas will scuttle into the open. I look forward to stepping on him. Silverclaw said he'd help with invitations. Meet him at his shop, down by the harbor. I haven't decided. But whatever happens, you deserve to be there.
A fascinating application of the technique.
Oh, hello. Zira sent word I should expect you. Every important merchant in Abaz Landing received a wedding invitation. Every single one. But not Silverclaw. Lord Walavir, for one. That paranoid cheat lounges about the market as though he owns every tile on the walls. Or that lush Lady Valina. She won't even attend. Just use it as an excuse to buy another dress from Perseus Log. She's sweet on him, you know. I dislike them equally. Lord Walavir would keep it in his pocket. Were you subtle enough, you could take it from him. Lady Balina would certainly leave it upon her bedroom dresser. Slip past her mentioned servants and house guards to retrieve it. Good, good. When you do, meet me at your thieves' den. I may have experience in duplicating official documents. For my records, you see.
How can we expect a decent forgery? I can barely read your writing.
That is intentional.
Now, you can either infiltrate a building and steal the invitation, or pickpocket a merchant in the market area. The second option is easier, yet a bit risky.
Can I help you with something, Troll Breath?
Why do I keep losing things?
Damn thief! Get away!
What do you want?
Velsa, for the third time, I hear your concerns.
And ignore them at your peril.
Well, I'm in. A wedding at Ubalajad Palace? Just imagine the spread.
Did you get the invitation? Whose did you acquire? No, don't tell me. I want to see it with my own eyes. Let me see here. And guest! Oh, this is good! The invitation allows for a single companion! Once you select your guest, you should visit the Diamond Thimble. If you aren't clothed in one of Perseus Locke's outfits, you'll stand out like a sore claw. You don't have to dress up. You get to dress up. But your companion will need to acquire an outfit as well, so go on. I'll be over here. The invitation will be ready in no time at all.
You can choose any companion you want, except for Silver Claw.
I'm not entirely proud of my accomplished penmanship, but it was necessary to protect my business in Abba's Landing. But I am not a member of your Thieves Guild, and these forgeries will take time. How will I find an outfit? Though I would like to see the inside of Ubalajad Palace. Very much so. Yes, that is for the best.
Have I mentioned how much I enjoy a good wedding? Even a bad one can be fun. Perhaps. Why do you ask? Of course I am. Dancing, drinking, tossing bottles at those who don't do enough of either. Magnifica Flora may frown on that local tradition. I'll try to read the crowd.
A pleasure, lady. Ah, my unlikely savior returns. Zira sent word of your stylistic needs. Well, any of the selections you see here should fit. I have an eye for these things. Please note, the outfit shall be on loan. I humbly ask you return it with the exact same number of holes as when it left my establishment. Oh, that's like asking a parent to pick their favorite child. Each is special in its own way. Delicate fabrics and exhilarating patterns breathe life into whoever dons them. I don't mean to oversell it, but you shall feel born anew. Oh, go with what speaks to you. The first choice is always the best one. Not after the merchant lords caught wind. It's good to be the preeminent tailor of Abba's Landing. Chief Inspector Ron Beek himself sent a personal apology. Something about excess zeal on the part of his underling. Oh, that horrid place of darkness. Magnifica Flora tried to lead me through, but I panicked and fled. It was sheer luck that I didn't fall to my death, and if she hadn't given me that trinket, we wouldn't be speaking today. Yes, it had a crystal holding a small amount of her blood. I mentioned it to your old guildmaster when he asked about the particulars of Aldenobia tomb. It's strange. I seem to have misplaced it. I haven't seen it in months. Why do you ask? Remarkable. As though the outfit chose you.
Hard to miss you in that. My. You don't exactly clean up, but you look absolutely roguish. I'll need my own outfit for the wedding. Something with a covered face. Not exactly. If Nicholas is working with Kosh, he may have given my description to the guards. I'll need your help to get inside. When you gain entrance to the palace, distract whoever watches the gates from within. I'll do the rest. Good. Here's the wedding invitation, straight from the desk of Silverclaw. After you meet your date at Hubalajad Palace, present this to the gateman. I'll watch for your distraction.
Thought you could outclass my outfit. Well, you came close. I can smell the food from here. If they have a pie tent, I may abandon you. Fair warning. I await the many compliments about the fine styling. Just good? Not resplendent, striking, or even unforgettable? Must be losing my touch.
Look at you. Such impeccable fashion belongs on the other side of this gate. Though I am a fool to request it, might I have your invitation? Yes, everything in order as expected. Refreshments shall be served until the wedding begins. And might I compliment your impeccable timing? We were just about to lock the gates. Don't want any riffraff finding their way inside. A wise suggestion of Chief Inspector Ron Beek. He's to officiate the ceremony, did you know? But of course you did. Please, come in. Tonight, your safety is guaranteed by the Iron Wheel and House Guards alike.
I wonder what they're serving for dinner. I could tie silk handkerchiefs together and fashion a rope, but I only brought 12. Not enough for walls this high. Perhaps you can outwit the doorman. Failing that, cause a distraction to draw him from his post.
Here you must distract the guard from the gate in a way or another.
You brought that mutt of yours? After the scene she made at the last wedding?
Doshka is no mutt. She simply has a nose for the finest meats. And this time I'm keeping her far away from the food. She will be on her best behavior.
That poor thing hasn't had a good meal in quite some time. Let's see about finding Dashka something she can't turn away.
Steal some food from the table to bring the dog to the food table.
They should really
I
make
said the
mugs
food is
bigger.
not ready. Now go, before I beat you with a spoon.
I just wanted some chicken! Oh, that will do. Let's see if the dog agrees.
Take pride in your work, I always say. Get off the table! Someone take the dog away before this one turns it into soup.
Now, the guard is on his way to sort the matter out.
Perfect timing. I can't exactly climb the palace walls in this outfit. Before the wedding, the groom should be presented to his guests, an old Tanith tradition. Wherever Kosh is, Nicholas won't be far behind. We'll need to keep an eye on him, avoid drawing attention to ourselves. Everyone seems to be gathering closer to the palace. You lead the way. I'll watch for Nicholas. This is a nice change of scenery from the den. First time I've been inside Hubalajad Palace. This place is a bit of a fortress. Let's hurry. I want to get a good look at Kosh, see for myself what kind of spineless marionette would dance for Nicholas.
Do we have time to stop for food? No? It's all right, I can wait.
You know, I hate to drink alone.
Everyone, I require your attention.
This is it. Stay close. Let's see if Nicholas makes an appearance.
It is an honor and privilege to introduce our host for the evening. May I present the impending husband of Magnifica Lord Kosh.
Welcome to my home. I must thank all of you for joining me on this momentous occasion.
That's Nicholas.
Please, eat and drink your fill. Soon, I shall speak to you not as a humble merchant, but as a noble of Tanith.
Nicholas is Kosh?
Well, he's better dressed than I remember.
And what do you offer in return to keep us from chastising nerve?
Damn it. I should have put it together. Nicholas played us. He played everyone. There was never any Kosh to begin with. I don't know how Nicholas reinvented himself as a reclusive merchant lord, but he managed to do so. He could have been planning this for years. Bastard. We need to stop the wedding. Actually, we need Flora to do so. I think this can still work. Let's split up, learn where she is and how we can reach her. I need to come up with a very convincing argument.
After seeing Zira's outfit, I'm still the best dressed among us.
Surprise! Gosh is the same person as Nicholas.
Everyone forgets about the staff, yet they often have the most access to the palace grounds. Take those servers. I bet they have keys on them.
There's gristle in the camel milk, she says. Of course there's gristle. Who wants milk you can't chew? No job is worth this. The resplendent Magnifica Flora shan't require your attendance. Bah! Magnifica Flora's handmaid. Everything about her smells like roses, if you get me. Fusses over the bride like a doting aunt. She says the milk's for Magnifica Flora, but I know she drinks it herself. Some wine mixed in could loosen her up and cover up my spittle. She's not my patron. If you help me, I'll tell you whatever you want. The Somerset Hills 572 is subtle enough, but there's a group of fops who always hoard the bottles. Take one when they're distracted, or they're sure to cause a scene, which neither of us wants.
I've decided this
To
year,
determine
no
Magnifica's
more silk
location,
outfits.
ask the server.
Only
She will ask
silver
for a bottle of wine in return. Go and steal one from the chest.
Get me that bottle, and I'll tell you whatever you care to know about Magnifica Flora. Wonderful. Magnifica Flora's handmaid shall soon have her own bowl of milk wine, entirely free of gristle. Master Kosh installed her in his own bedchamber. It's upstairs, you can't miss it. Don't let the iron wheels see you. They're all through the palace like beetles on honey cake.
Magnifica Flora? She has every prerogative to throw her dowry away.
I'd say this, but that's enough mingling. Let's find Zira.
I could have sworn I grabbed it before I left.
The palace is crawling with Iron Wheel. Lead the way. We'll follow from the shadows.
You're not leaving?
This should be fun.
Who are you? How did you get in here? Magnifica Flora, we came to warn you. Kosh is not the man he seems.
He's a merchant lord of Abba's Landing. That's one step above the scum they scrape from ship hulls. Is there any other grand revelation before I call the guards?
Advice is free. Good advice is worth its weight in, say, your dowry. You'll want to hear what we have to say.
People say this is not how I imagined my wedding to be. They tell amusing stories of what went wrong, trying to outdo each other's tales. Calling the guards on wedding crashers isn't one I've heard. Why shouldn't it be the story I tell? The Thieves Guild stole my dowry. In doing so, they upset my standing in Tenneth. But far worse, they desecrated the remains of my ancestor Denobia. When they couldn't remove the jeweled crown from her head, they separated it from her body. The merchant lords of Abba's Landing are exceptionally crooked. They buy from pirates who raid Tenneth waters and bandits who raid Tenneth roads. But plundering ancestral tombs? That is too far, even for them. Kosh, head of the Thieves Guild? You say he betrayed his own people to steal a dowry for some mad plot to marry a noble of Tenneth? If you are bards sent by my cousin, your imaginations are sorely lacking. Why not say Kosh rode a dragon? With what time? My escort arrives soon to begin the wedding. I have accepted my fate, as you must accept yours. Unless you can produce the skull of Denobia herself, you can tell your fanciful stories to the Iron Wheel. I have indulged this madness for long enough.
Magnifica Flora is indisposed. She'll be ready in just a moment.
Do you intend to keep me here? Look around. There's nowhere to go.
Does anyone else feel a draft in this windowless enclosed room? Must be a hidden passage.
Here you need to solve the puzzle to open a secret gateway. Read carefully, and activate the candles of each season portrait accordingly.
Well, well. A portion of the dowry Nicholas decided not... And this must be Denobia's crown. Nicholas, you've doomed yourself. I knew Nicholas kept trophies from his heists. I used to smooth it over with the guild. One of his eccentricities, I'd say. Becoming Kosh hasn't altered his compulsion. He desecrated Denobia's remains, cut off her head. Now, we return the favor. I'll show Flora what Nicholas really is. She wants Denobia's crown as proof. I'll give it to her, along with her ancestor's skull. Once I have her attention, she'll listen. Find your way to the wedding crowd. Once Nicholas is revealed as a fraud, escort your date from the palace. I'll see you at the den soon enough. You're in charge until my return. Magnifica Flora, there's something you need to see.
This doesn't feel right. Where is Zira?
Today, Lord Kosh of Abba's Landing joins with Magnifica Flora, the jewel of Tanith. It is my honor, as a duly appointed officer of the Iron Wheel, to officiate their union.
Stop! There is no honor in this union.
Guards!
Zira? You're alive? That is... What is the meaning of this?
More importantly, why do you have the desecrated remains of my ancestor?
The Iron Wheel is behind us. If we're going to leave, we should do it now.
There must be some mistake.
Chief Inspector Ronbeek, take everyone into custody. I want this mess sorted.
It's too late for Zira. Let's go. It's what she wanted.
Iron Wheel! Secure all exits! None shall leave the palace grounds! Question everyone here! Be thorough!
Flora, my darling, I've been framed. I implore you to reconsider.
Give it a rest, Nicholas. Whining doesn't suit me.
Quiet, thief! You'll have enough time to bicker from inside your cell.
You can fight your way out if you want. The Iron Will soldiers are not invincible.
I informed the others about the wedding. We shouldn't blame ourselves for what happened. Zira told us to leave. We all understand that. Yes, Zira's capture was an unfortunate turn of events. But Nicholas is the Iron Wheel's prisoner as well. A small reason to celebrate. Magnifica Flora has her dowry, and Nicholas is behind bars. The Iron Wheel won't be here much longer. We'll have a chance at freeing Zira in the chaos of their departure, whenever that is. But that's more your call, isn't it? Zira said you were in charge until she returned to the den. That makes you the acting guildmaster. Boss.
That's it for this mission. See you later in another mission.